Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today we'll be debating the whole leather issue, and especially within the vegan community. Most vegans would agree that leather is quite unethical and that as a vegan you should refrain from buying such a product. However, what about vegan leather? And what about the products that are leather that you already own? And if you do decide to avoid leather altogether, what other options do you have? So in this video we will explore all of these questions. Stay tuned. Let's get started. What is actually the problem with leather? As with anything, there is a demand for this product whenever we buy any product, not only just leather products. So when we decide to buy new leather products, we directly influence the demand for this product. There are some studies already with the predictions for the next years, and it is a growing market. So of course, buying any animal-derived product will directly contribute to the suffering and exploitation of these animals. Additionally, of course, there's the whole human problem with the production of leather, being it that is done on third world countries, and these people that are normally the ones with the least income that are exploited for the production of these items. And leather is a product that requires a lot of chemical treatment, because otherwise, as it is a biodegradable product, it would just rot away in your wardrobe. So secondhand leather is a very controversial topic even within the vegan community. And let's debate here the pros and cons from both sides so that you can make a more informed choice of what your position might be regarding this issue. On the pro side, we of course have the environmental impact and the reduction of waste. These products already exist in our world now, in our market. So reusing or giving use to products that we already own or that were already owned by someone else does have a smaller environmental impact. Another argument would be the financial constraints. So secondhand items, whatever that might be, they are in general cheaper. And for people that can't afford whatever it might be, having a product that will last them long and will be cheaper than buying a new product, even if it's not necessarily leather, might be the right choice for someone that struggles financially. On the other side, a lot of vegans argue that no matter if you already own the product or if you decide to purchase a secondhand leather product, you are still in a way incentivizing the production of this, not necessarily by purchasing a new product or by purchasing the secondhand product, but advertising that it is fine to have these products in the first place. Some vegans argue that when you decide to turn vegan, what you should do is just donate, or you should just dump them because you don't want to participate in the advocacy for these products. So to conclude, one way to think about it is to just consider your personal values and priorities. If environment is what you care for and the reduction of waste, and that's it's higher on your list of priorities, of course you can keep your leather products and buy secondhand items, because at the end of the day, you're not really contributing to this industry directly. However, if you do not want to promote the use of animal products at all, and it is something that would disturb you, then of course you should, in my opinion, donate them, but at the end of the day, you can also trash them if this is something that would just bother to have around in your house. All right, so let's assume that you decided that you don't want to use secondhand leather products, or you just don't want to use secondhand, and you want to know what other alternatives you still have, assuming that you like the feel or the looks of leather products, but you do not want to contribute to the animal suffering involved in this industry. Vegan leather, also known as fowl leather, is a material designed to mimic the look and feel of leather products without any of the animal suffering and without being an actual animal product. This type of leather alternative has gained popularity due to the ethical, environment, and practical reasons. For the last years, and in the predictions for the next few years in the market, fowl leather seems to be a market that is growing in the next few years. So what vegan leather options do we actually have? Vegan leather can be of three types: made out of plastics, made out of fruit, or made out of plants. And I know fruit is a part of a plant, but we are separating it to be more specific. So all of these materials have their pros and cons, of course, and they're all great options for designers that are looking to explore new materials and for vegans to explore also new textures and new designs. So let's dive briefly into the pros and cons of vegan leather in general. As you might have seen, a lot of fast fashion brands already have synthetic leather for their products, given that it is a cheaper material than leather. So it is not that it is that hard to find or obtain, and is more times than not a very cost-effective solution. One of the biggest pros of synthetic leather is that no animal is harmed in the production of these products, which is in the end what we all want. For some people, one of the other advantages of synthetic leather is that it requires absolutely no maintenance, at least to my knowledge. On the other side, one of the biggest critics of synthetic leather is that it tends to last not as long as animal leather products. And of course, there's still an environmental impact associated with this product, especially when they're made out of new plastic. Some of the more sustainable raw products for synthetic leather tend to be quite expensive as well. So even though synthetic leather is in general a more cost-effective solution, that is not always the case depending on what the raw material is. This also reflects a bit in the quality of the product and the durability of a certain item. So this is all something that you should look into beforehand and before you purchase any item, being it synthetic leather or not. In my opinion, I'm on the side of vegans that think secondhand leather is okay and that you shouldn't necessarily trash the items that you already own that are made out of leather, because you purchased them on a different time, and at the time you weren't vegan, so you couldn't necessarily avoid this product, but now you already have it. And taking a product that could last for decades and just trash it seems to me to be a very wasteful decision. However, I'm not saying this would be wrong for someone that decides to do that. I understand that this is a very emotional issue for some vegans, and being surrounded by the skin of dead animals, being it in your shoes or your wallet or your belts, might be very uncomfortable. And if that's how you feel, I of course understand that this is not something you want to maintain in your household. In conclusion, this is a very divisive topic, even within the vegan community, and people seem to have very different opinions on what the right and ethical thing is to do regarding secondhand leather and leather in general. If you are considering buying any of the products described, being it synthetic leather or a secondhand leather item, I think you have to look into yourself and into your morals. And now I'm going on a rant about morality and I'm a guru of life. I'm not gonna do this. So in general, if you're considering to purchase an item that is either synthetic leather or a secondhand leather item, you should reflect and make the decision that aligns best with the morals that you have. All right, this was a lot of fun. I hope the sound in this video is better. New mic, woo! Thanks for watching. Subscribe, like, whatever bell thing, and I'll see you next time. Bye.